everybody, and welcome back to the world of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, the King, Kaleb Koho, and we have got ourselves a Fandom Fight #1 Teams Contenders match. And this is my mini-me, Kaleb Boatman. How you doing, Boatman?
I'm very good. This should be a fun match. Somehow this match is a debut match and a #1 contenders match. Half of a debut match anyway. Should be very interesting.
People are probably very confused to see a team they haven't seen play yet this season in this match. I'll explain it to you. So, Cody Newberry pulled off some Billy Bean maneuvers to get Nick Twohig off of Nick of Time. Nick of Time was set to have a #1 contenders match, so Nick Carley, as the party that lost their partner, was granted the #1 contenders match that he would have gotten since Twohig was leaving and was allowed to pick a new partner. It just so happens that Twohig made it here today with his new partner, Tim Brzakala. So it is a Nick of Time Civil War finally happening, and it's the big guns, the Knights of Ren. Knights of Ren having a great season so far, a 3-0 start, and Nick Carley bringing with him his own partner, which I'll allow him to reveal in promos. Boatman, what are your thoughts on this match?
Definitely, we are getting some Knicks at night here. So hopefully I get to watch reruns of Family Matters and Home Improvement.
Well, that's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and hear what these two teams have to say right now in promos.
All right. Here we go. All right. I've been in a very precarious situation. You know, Nick of Time was doing so well, and then all of a sudden I hear that Mr. Twohig decided to, follow the bright lights of the First Order's, belts, promises of belts and everything like that. But luckily I still have a first round contender, and I had my pick of the remaining litter. And what I decided to go with was what I arguably think is the one of the better players left, and I compared his strengths to mine, and we, and it really clicked together. So I have decided to pick as my partner is Albert Wilderama. Hey, look, there he is.
Hey,
Albert's here. So, but no, I feel like we talked a little bit. We had our combination of strengths was very well rounded, and I felt like we could do some things. So we've been talking back and forth for the last few months. I think we're ready to take on whoever.
Yeah, I'm as ready as I will ever be for this match. As Boatman mentioned up on top, it is confusing. This is our debut match, and we're facing someone who is having a #1 contenders match. So, kind of in an odd spot, but I'll live with it, and we'll just do our best to try to prove that we can stand in this league.
I agree. You know what? I mean, you got to beat the best to be the best. So, these two guys together are great players on their own, and we've seen how good they've been the last few matches. So, throw us into the fire, might as well play it. So let's go ahead and go do this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Nick, you did say something. Bright lights. Yes, you're correct. I'm a politician that actually pays off with results. I promised Twohig a belt. We're going to go get our belts. You just have to be the stepping stone, and I feel bad. Again, when we pitched this idea, this is not where we thought this breakdown was going to happen. We didn't think that we were going to run into you. We thought this was later down the season, but we're excited to be here. We're excited to play you and Albert. You guys are a great team. Nothing wrong with great people. Don't know how you are as a team. Never seen the match between you, but it should go good. But basically, Nick, you're going to have separation anxiety. I understand you're struggling because Nick's on the other side, but listen, the sacrifice you made in January was good for the betterment of Multiplex entertainment. No one wants to see the Kingsmen with belts. No one enjoys Kaleb Koho, and your sacrifice back then was what was right for the community. So thank you. And we'll win our acceptance speech of our belts. We'll thank you. Guys, go do what you've done in the past 3 matches. Let's make it 4. Let's have fun.
All right, of course. A lot of words spoken by both parties. But it's I almost forgot to say this is a new British Empire First Order match in this round. But this is going to be a good one. Any thoughts on those promos before we get into the match?
I don't like the things that Cody said about the Kingsman. Wasn't very nice. But he's gonna talk whatever he wants. It's all good. I'm excited.
Yeah, then let's get right into it and bring in our teams as we get right into round number 1. We'll get right into the rules of round number 1, which works like this. Each team is going to be getting 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of fandom fights. You're each playing individually for your team. Should any individual player be getting a perfect round 1, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No, sir.
Alrighty, then we'll get right into it with your first question, which comes in the category of Disney live action. What live action Disney film is about baseball player Jim Morris and stars Dennis Quaid?
Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Dennis Quaid, known for being the brother of Randy Quaid, very famous for giving the line, "Hello, boys, I'm home."
5.
Put that in.
5, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go ahead and we'll start with Tim.
The Rookie.
That is correct. And Nick Carley.
The Rookie.
That is correct. Twohig.
Wrong baseball movie. I said The Natural.
And Albert.
I didn't have anything.
All right. 1-1 as we get to the next question, Boatman.
All right, your next question, if I can actually get the doc up here. Okay, in category of Disney animation, in Meet the Robinsons, what kind of invention is Lewis showcasing at the science fair?
We're just looking for a description also. I don't need the exact name of whatever it is.
What did you have at the science fair, Koho?
I did this really bomb presentation about why Diet Coke, switching from Diet Coke from regular Coke, actually makes you sick. I got 5th place.
And you still lost to a baking soda volcano.
I did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Albert.
Mind reading device?
Incorrect. We'll go to Twohig.
I think I got this mixed up. I said PB&J sandwich maker.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Nick Carley.
I thought of something. I just put time machine.
That's incorrect. And Tim.
So I didn't have enough time to write everything, but what I wrote was it lets you remember things, but specifically it lets you go back and remember things in your brain that you can't remember, but you know are there.
That is correct. I needed the words remember or memory.
That works.
That works. All right. Your third question comes in the category of Pixar. In Up, what creature does Carl tell Russell he needs to find that lives under his porch?
You know, I once thought there was a creature living under my porch, but it turned out to be a homeless man named Joe.
Is Joe nice?
I traded him some mac and cheese for an old coat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads down. We will start with Tim.
Squirrels.
That's incorrect. We'll go to Twohig.
A snipe.
That is correct. We will go to Nick Carley.
Why not? I just put a raccoon.
And Albert.
I wrote The Bird of Paradise.
No, we were looking for Snipe. Snipe was correct.
Good job,
The
Nick.
next question, Boatman.
Sniper's got you in his scope. Your next question comes in the category of Jurassic Park. In Jurassic World, who dies from crashing a helicopter they piloted? Sniper's got you in his scope.
I don't want to touch that with the 10-foot pole.
Okay.
You ever been to Jurassic World? 5,
Technically, no.
2. Yeah, that weird NDA. Pens down. We're going to start with Albert.
Mr. Masrani.
That is correct. We'll go to Twohig.
Mizrani.
That is correct. We'll go to Nick Carley.
I was a couple letters off. I said Monronny.
That's incorrect. And Tim.
Masrani.
That is correct. All right, 5-2 as we get to the 5th question. In the category of James Bond. What is La Americaine in Spectre?
La La Land American is the code word for Kaleb Koho.
I don't like any of the words just stated by you, except for the words La La Land.
You are La La Land American. That is your first name.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. You will start with Twohig.
I think it's Blofeld's base.
As incorrect, we'll go to Nick Carley.
I just guessed. I put a bar.
As incorrect, we'll go to Albert.
I wrote down Spectre Space.
As incorrect, and Tim.
I put Blofeld's Lair.
We're looking for a hotel. A hotel.
Okay,
Give them the next question, brother.
in the category of fandom Oscars, what Oscar was Maleficent, Mistress of Evil nominated for? Koho, do you have any evil mistresses?
I don't want to answer this question.
Fair enough.
But the answer is Thomas Scully. 5.
Fair. And hey! We need to talk about this.
1. Pens down. We'll go ahead. We'll start with Nick Carley.
I put costume design.
As incorrect, we'll go to Twohig.
Makeup and hairstyling.
That is correct. We'll go to Albert.
I wrote down best visual effects.
Incorrect. And Tim.
Makeup and hair.
That is correct. All right, 7-2 as we get to the 7th question in the round in the category of Worlds of DC. Who plays Renee Montoya in Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn?
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire. Very long name, but it's a very unique name. I enjoy it. You like this movie, don't you?
I actually do. I really like it.
I don't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Albert.
Rosie Perez.
That is correct. We'll go to Twohig. Oh. I think he froze. Nicholas Tiberius Twohig. If you can hear me, please blink.
Is that actually his middle name?
No.
Oh, now I'm sad.
That'd be a great nickname. We'll go to Nick Carley.
Rosie Perez.
And Tim.
I didn't have anything.
Tiberius Twohig, are you there?
Hey, how's it going? I had Rosie Perez, but
I believe him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We will give it to him. All right.
No worries.
All right. So we'll go to your 8th question of the round, which comes from Kaleb Boatman.
All right, your 8th question is going to come in the category of DC, not Worlds of DC. In Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, what is the name of the superpowered villain Superman fights? In order to complete this mission, I have to be Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
There it is.
It's one of the best jokes.
That I don't even love Family Guy that much, but I love that joke.
I'm waiting for a certain response. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim Brzakala.
Dear Maggie Brzakala, the answer is Nuclear Man.
That is correct. We'll go to Albert.
Nuclear Man.
That is correct. We'll go to Nick Carley.
Nuclear Man.
And Nick Twohig.
Nuclear Man.
Clean sweep as I get to your penultimate question of the round in the category of Star Trek. What is the name of Zephyr Cochrane's ship in Star Trek First Contact?
What about Second Contact? And technically, shouldn't we not be making any contact in this time of social distancing?
You were absolutely
Kaleb Boatman running for Congress 2025.
Is your entire campaign going to be free dental hygiene for all, as well as shoes on heads and free ponies?
So technically,
Sure.
but there's also a thing about spending.
Hands down. We're going to start with Albert.
Phoenix.
That's right.
That is correct. We're going to go to Nick Twohig.
The Phoenix.
That is correct. We'll go to Tim.
That is not what I had.
And Nick Carley.
And that is not what I had either. So.
All right. So we get to the last question from Kaleb Boatman. 11-7 as we get to the last question.
In category Planet of the Apes, what is the name of the astronaut who is looking for George Taylor in Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
Do you think we're living in a Planet of the Apes soon? I feel like that's what's coming in November.
See, Twohig has a theory that it's actually going to be Planet of the Dogs.
Ah, Planet of the Dogs.
Because dogs can't get the coronavirus.
I actually don't disagree. I'm a believer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Albert.
I had Hudson.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Twohig.
Brent.
That is correct. We'll go to Nick Carley.
Brent.
That is correct. And Tim.
Nah, I couldn't pull it.
All right. So at the end of round number 1, Knights of Ren are in the lead with 12. Big Guns trailing with 8. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which works like this. It is the wheel round. You're each going to get a chance to spin the lovely wheel from wheeltoside.com. If you like the category you land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. Your wheel tonight is Wizarding World, MCU, Pixar, Fandom Oscars, DC, Marvel, Middle-earth, and YA Dystopia, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. We'll take out Kaleb Koho. We'll put in Cody Newberry. Next one, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Big Guns?
I think we can go second.
All right.
Cody, you're muted. You're muted. So that's not our. I'm just waiting for Cody.
We're going second. Yeah, we're going to go second.
You good with that, Nick?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
All right. Second, it is. So, Big Guns, this is your wheel spin.
Okay.
Lands on the category of Spinner's Choice.
Of course it does.
Okay, Nick.
We've discussed a couple options. I mean, what are you leaning towards?
I don't know how deep cut the questions for YA is going to be. I know it's still pretty new.
I'm also kind of. I mean, that's what I would pick, but
Let's go YA. Let's go
okay.
YA.
YA Dystopia is our choice.
YA Dystopia. It is Kaleb Boatman. You want to give them the questions of the category of YA Dystopia?
Yes, I would. Okay, your first question in the category of YA Dystopia. In Allegiant, the group goes outside the walls to what bureau?
Albert, I believe it's the Bureau of Genetic Welfare. So, Bureau of Genetic Welfare.
Yeah, go with it.
Okay, yes. So, Bureau of Genetic Welfare. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
We didn't even need the bureau part.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Your next question. In the Hunger Games, what type of berries do Katniss and Peeta threaten to eat?
Is it Nightlock?
Nightlock berries, yeah.
Yeah, Nightlock berries. Final answer.
Correct for 2 more points. Your next question. Who plays Brenda's father figure Jorge in the Maze Runner franchise?
That's Giancarlo Esposito.
That is correct. Yep.
Giancarlo Esposito, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. In the Hunger Games Catching Fire, what district is Finnick from?
He's from District 4.
4, yes. District 4. Yep.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yep.
And your final question. Who directed Divergent?
That is
Neil Berger. Neil Berger. Final answer.
Correct for a clean sweep of the round.
Clean sweep for Big Guns as we bring back the wheel. It is now Big Guns with 18. And Knights of Ren will get their spin at the wheel as we bring back Cody. Spin is away, and it lands on Fandom Oscars. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
We'll spin again. Right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so you are stuck with it. You have to land on this time, and you land on the category of Wizarding World.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Wizarding World. All right, so bring back the little boatman. All right. Your first question, Knights of Ren, in the category of Wizarding World. What is Snape's Patronus in the Harry Potter series?
It's a doe, Tim.
Yep.
A doe, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who is in possession of the locket that causes Harry and company to break into the Ministry of Magic in the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Dolores Umbridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolores Umbridge, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question in the Wizarding World. What is Credence's real first name revealed to be at the end of Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Aurelius.
Yeah. Well,
Aurelius.
and Aurelius Dumbledore.
Well,
right?
they just said first name. They just said
Oh,
first name.
okay, then okay.
Aurelius, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question in Wizarding World. Who directed Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
David Yates.
Yeah, good.
David Yates, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. And your last question in the category of Wizarding World. Who plays Luna Lovegood in the Harry Potter franchise?
Ivana Lynch. Yes?
Yep.
Ivana Lynch, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. both going for clean sweeps as we get into round number 3. The score of 22-18. But anything can happen to get to round number 3, which is the betting round. It works like this. We are going to give you the category. You're going to tell us how many points you want to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you'll gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Each player on your team is going to have to tell us who's taking which one. We explained it to you in the pre-match, so we'll just roll with it. Your first category is Pixar. Who wants to take Pixar, and how many points would you like to bet?
Can we have Cody, please?
Yes, sir. There he is.
So probably me. Yep. And do you want to bet anything? I don't think we need to.
I don't think we need to, but I wouldn't mind not letting them catch too far up. But
do you want to go 1 then? It's up to you. I trust you to pick 1 or 0.
Let's do 0 for. Let's do 1.
Okay. All right.
Nick, what you thinking?
Use a repeat if you have to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you should take it. I mean, we need to go at least 1 to keep pace. Yeah. So
well, let's do 1, and I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, I think for this, for 1 question, we'll go 1. Okay. Yep.
All right. So, who is taking it for each team?
Albert's taking it for us.
And Tim, you're taking it for Knights of Ren?
Yep.
All right. So we'll go.
Our question, Koho.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And can we get bets starting with big guns?
1.
And Tim.
1.
Cool.
Okay. Your question in the category of Pixar. What is the name of the reef that Marlin and Nemo are from in Finding Nemo?
Toy match. Go ahead. We'll get answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Tim.
The only thing that came to mind was Great Barrier Reef, so that's what I wrote.
That is correct. And Albert.
No, I didn't have that.
All right. So 23-17 is the score. As Twohig and Nick, both Nick's got to take this one in the category of the MCU.
Okay.
Nick, let's just go big. Let's get this done.
Let's go big. Oh, can I read this one? Oh,
sorry.
You know what? No, I get it. Well, you know what? Might as well try to keep pace. If they win, they win. So
yeah.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
All right. So Nick and Nick are taking it. We'll start getting bets from Twohig. And Carley.
I'm gonna go 2 as well. Mine as well.
All right. Your question in the MCU. In Captain America, the First Avenger, what is the Red Skull's full real name? It's hard to contain laughter when you see Cody Newberry freaking the fuck out backstage. 5, 4, 3.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure thing. That's Big Gun's first repeat. In Captain America, the First Avenger, what is the Red Skull's full real name? It looks like Cody's fingers are tingling back there. He's doing Peter tingles in the back. I'm going to imitate Cody Newberry back there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Nick Carley.
Well, this may end it, but I just thought it'd be funny. I went Hans Gruber.
And Nick Twohig.
Johann Schmidt.
Jan Schmidt. I'm sorry.
Is correct for 2 points. Boatman, give them their next category.
Okay. Your next category is going to come in James Bond. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm sorry.
Well, we know what the next one is, guys. So
Yeah.
by that calculation, Twohig, take this one.
Take one, yeah.
Take this one, because then we can bet 0 on the next one.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we could bet 2 on it. Or at least 1.
I'm just saying, Tim watched him more recently. And what are the odds it's a Rise of Skywalker question?
I don't
knows
know.
that way better than me.
I mean, I don't want to go bet full 2 at this point because there's no way we can actually get the points record at this point, right?
You're right.
Well, I mean,
So we
Mathematically,
might as well. Mathematically, we can't, so we might as well just hit
Right.
0.
but here's my viewpoint. If
You
they
can
bet
actually
2 on the
break-
last 3, we tie.
Math-
No, we're just shush.
Stop.
I don't care about the point record at this point.
We're not. Yeah,
My thing is, we're up 6, right?
we're
How
up
much are we at?
10.
We're up 10.
10. You're up 10 right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cast it. I thought we were up 6. No,
You
it's
wanna
time to
take
end
it?
it. Yeah, 0. Who cares?
Tim, you take
0. Bond
I'll
is
take
0. We're just done for the game. We'll see Mischief managing the championship. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm so sorry.
Carly.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, do you want to go ahead and take this one, or
Yeah, I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
since we know the next one, I
In
mean,
case I get it, I'll just take
at
it.
least we'll get a decent point amount. out
Should we
of
go
all
for 2 or should we go for 1? I guess we need 2 then.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, they're going to go
If we-
0. They're going to go 0 the next 2, so it's not going to matter. So really, you just go with whatever you feel. You go with your gut feeling on this.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm just being honest. So
Yeah.
all right, so we'll go ahead. It's 2 weeks taking it for Knights of Ren.
No, I'm taking it.
Tim's taking it for Knights of Ren, and Albert, you're taking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. We'll get bets starting with Knights of Ren
0.
and big guns.
Let's go big too.
All right, Boatman,
Let's
give them their question in the category
Mine's
of Star Wars.
Category of Star Wars. What is the name of Palpatine's secret armada of Star Destroyers in The Rise of Skywalker?
God damn it.
So, Koho, how about the Mets?
Sports are gone, Boatman. But also, it was very hard to not make any reaction when they said, "What are the odds that it is a Rise of Skywalker question?" We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Albert, and we're gonna start with Tim for stats.
It's going to be us when we take those belts from Mischief Manage, the final order.
And Albert.
I wrote down Star Killer Armada.
And your winner, the Knights of Ren. The answer was the final order. What a match, Boatman.
Definitely. That was a fire match. It was very good. Big Guns hung in there for those first 2 rounds. They had a perfect round 2. They just couldn't quite make it there in round 3. But they'll be back. This was their debut, and they had to debut against a very, very tough team. Now me and Thomas Scully have some work to do.
Absolutely. We finally get to pay off what we've been working on since we kind of figured they were coming. But we'll go ahead. We'll hear what they have to say right now in the post-match interviews, starting with our winners today, Knights of Ren. Nick,
Do you want to hop off screen? Because I don't want you here. Okay, cool. We'll end there. Hey, Tim, after this next match, I'm going to give you a famous quote from a famous comic book movie. I'm going to hold your title and say, boom, you looking for this? War Machine famously said that. Don't know if the team champ knew that. Listen, this was a fun road. We had a lot of fun. It was a blast. These 4 teams we had to play were various in strengths. We had Malcolm, shouldn't have been there. 2 Towers, didn't know how to work as a team. Ascendant, closest. Quality, not really worth my time. And now this team, sorry, Nick, Albert, you guys are a fantastic team. We will probably see you down the road once you guys work as a team. It was just an uphill battle for you. This team is firing all cylinders. I'm just ready for our team belts because we never lost them. Tim, Twohig, how you feeling? Let's go get those belts. That's all I gotta say.
This was all Twohig today. I think Twohig played lights out. He had like a slow start in round 1, first 2 questions, but after that he was all fire the rest of the time, and I was not playing my best. So Nick, this one was you. But yeah, we're coming for those belts.
I mean, it's probably because we're focused. No offense to Albert or Nick, we were focused on something else. Like we've been studying and focusing game plan on something totally different, and that's not a shot at them. We just know what the next level is, and we have to be all the way there. And we just overthought certain things this match. So I don't say we didn't play our best game, but we still scored. I don't know how many points, 25, 20 something. I don't know.
25, yeah.
It was still plenty enough to win. It doesn't matter how many points you score; it just matters if we win at the end of the day. So I'm ready. Twohig, how are you feeling?
I feel good, and I do want to acknowledge, Nick, I'm sorry for what I did to you a while ago, and I'm sorry for what I just did to you 10 minutes ago. But I will say, you guys, this is the first time we've really had to play around 3. So I would be shocked. I would not be shocked if we saw you guys again in the future. You played very well, but it's time for it's time for the wannabe champs, who are champs. I guess they got what they wanted, but they're not going to have that for much longer.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, Paper Champs. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring in our challengers today, Big Guns. You guys debuted today, and you had a debut in our number 1 contenders match. I think you guys said a lot in this match. You guys had a slow start, but you guys fired through YA. Clean sweep of it. And you guys did pretty well together in that betting round also. So how do you guys feel about your performance today?
I mean, I like what we did, and I appreciate all the, compliments from the other team. Hey, we said some stuff in the pre's, but they're obviously they're hitting on all cylinders. That match against Kaleb and Scully is going to be a barn burner for a long time. But anyways, I think we did really, like you said, I think we did really well for our first actual match together. We talked a lot. There's only so much you can do outside of a match to prepare for an actual match. So I think we did as well as we possibly could have. And, we're going to be around for a little while, and so we'll be up and ready for whenever that comes next.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Albert. My bad.
Yeah, it was a rough start, but I think through the end we got our pace a bit, and definitely I feel like we're gonna improve on our weakness, and we're gonna get better. And yeah, people just better watch out, because I believe that we have potential to be a strong team, and it's just time that's gonna determine it.
Absolutely. Rough matchup for you guys to have to face in your first match. But I think you guys said a lot today, and we will definitely be seeing you again this season. So we'll go ahead. We'll throw it back to Kaleb Boatman at the desk. Pretty great match. Solid number 1 contenders match performance for both teams. Any final thoughts you have on the match before we wrap this one up?
Look, there's no denying. Tim, Twohig, they rock. They legitimately do. That team, Knights of Ren, they rock. And you know what? They're calling me and Scully paper champions. Well, guess what? Paper beats rock every time.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get ready for that next match. But thank you guys so much for watching tonight's Fandom match. Stick around. We are very, very, very close to singles tournament time. We're getting all ramped up for that. So keep on watching. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.